John, it's such a pleasure to have you here on Journey to Point V. Welcome.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
The reason that I wanted to have this conversation and I reached out to you is because I watched your LinkedIn journey. And I've seen that you build quite a strong brand, especially on a platform where it's especially hard to build. And I wanted to have this conversation to learn what was your journey from the start of your walk on LinkedIn and where you are now.
I mean, I've been on LinkedIn for almost 20 years. So I was on LinkedIn right when it was started around 2004, I think. 2004, 2005, I think is when LinkedIn was actually founded. Maybe it was right around that time. So I was in grad school. At the time, it was basically just a job search resume site. And
Mm-hmm.
then, yeah, that's the way I probably used it. Like most people used it. And then maybe 5, 6 years ago, I started to notice there was a lot of like content being created by certain individuals and very inspirational, motivational, educational type content. So I was like, oh, this is interesting. So I started to follow a lot of those creators, but I didn't have the right messaging. I didn't really know what I would talk about. So I kind of was like a lot of people, just sort of a passive follower, a lurker, I guess is what some people call it. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, this is interesting. I would love to somehow get involved. And then I started to follow a handful of creators, and a lot of them started offering different courses on whether it was how to find your dream job or how to better use LinkedIn. So I really started to follow one creator, Justin Welsh, who
Mm-hmm.
I think is probably the best in the world at what he does. So I took his first course, which was called the LinkedIn. I think it's called the link. Is it the LinkedIn content creation system? I don't know. He has a couple different products now, but I think it was the LinkedIn operating system. And then he's got also another one called the LinkedIn content creation system. And his newest course is called the Creator MBA. But I I I took his class and it really started to open my eyes. I was like, oh, okay, like there's like a whole formula to this. There's actually a process involved in building a community on LinkedIn. So again, I took the class, but I still didn't have the right message. I didn't know what I was going to talk about. And then 3 years ago, I got into the NFT Web3 space. It was probably one of the hottest spaces in tech. And it clicked. I was like, okay, now I have the right thing. I'm in this hot space. A lot of people want to know about it. So I took all those things I learned and started slowly posting on LinkedIn. Maybe initially I only did it 3 or 4 times a week. And then I started doing it once a day. Now I post sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. But yeah, that was it. That was kind of the light bulb moment for me. I finally had the right thing to talk about, and that's initially how I built my audience. Now and then I started to thread in other things, my career journey, just kind of my life now as an entrepreneur. So yeah, I've been able to show different layers of my personality. But yeah, that's how it started for me. And I had probably 10,000 followers when I first started. Now I'm close to 73,000 followers. So yeah, it's been pretty incredible. And it opened up my, building my personal brand really opened me up to just a lot of different opportunities that would never been available. I had uh, the opportunity to create an events company through the community I built on LinkedIn. We held 30 global events around the world, cities like New York, Miami, Los Angeles, London, Dubai. And that community I built I think it was close to 30,000 members. I was able to take that community and I actually ended up selling that company to one of my previous employers. And that was all because of LinkedIn. And then I also was able to get a book published through Wiley, one of the biggest publishers in the world. They reached out to me on LinkedIn and said, "Hey, we see you have a big community here. Would you be interested in doing a book?" So that's the book I released 2 months ago. Yeah, about 2 months ago, called "The Future of Community." So that was
Mm-hmm.
another opportunity through LinkedIn. And then I created a TV show. Initially, as a podcast, it was called NFT Heat. We'd almost did 100 episodes, and we actually found the main sponsor for that TV show through LinkedIn. So those are three tangible things that have happened by me building my brand on LinkedIn, and that's just in the last 3 years. So it's good progress. I'm not like a millionaire or anything because of any of these things, but these are all really amazing opportunities, and I think you have to think of LinkedIn as like in 10-year spurts. So I'm only year three, so there's still a lot of things I still want to do and need to do with my brand, but I've had some decent success so far, but there's still a lot to be done. So
Yeah. So what I get from your message is that once you found something that you were passionate to talk about, then the thing started really taking off. Then it felt like you found your message, your mission, your voice, and being connected with that. Then that brought other people that were excited to hear what John has to say.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and again, like I spoke about Justin Welsh, but there's a whole process too, because you can't just post. You have to, there's a thing when you post, you have to probably be around your computer for that first 15 to 30 minutes and you
Mm-hmm.
respond to all the comments. It's also going on to other creators, big and small, engaging with their post and the comments there. Also sending, you know, perhaps DMs to strategic people that you want to align yourself with. So there's a whole process to it. So it's not just post, hit
Yeah.
post and walk away from your computer and hope that things happen. It's hard work, discipline, focus, systems, processes, like everything in life.
Mm-hmm. What was your initial goal when you started posting on LinkedIn or being active on LinkedIn?
I just want to put more control over my future. I was tired of working for companies and never being in control of my future. So I just wanted to change the narrative where I actually had some control over my brand and where I was going in the future and what opportunities were coming to me. I think, like most people, I've probably had the mindset of just relying on companies to control my future, and that's never a good position to be in. So I'm not saying like everybody's like, oh, just like quit your job and like screw corporate America or screw working for big companies and like the future is just building your personal brand. I wouldn't say that's really the case. I just think it gives you a safety net or a little more leverage as opposed to not having a personal brand on LinkedIn. So I think it works concurrently with whether you have a job or not, or even if you have your own company. I just think building your brand on a platform like the LinkedIn is super important. So it's the possibilities are limitless. But I guess at the end of the day, it's the real key with LinkedIn is the more the more impressions you get, the more engagement. It opens you up to more people seeing you and then developing relationships with those people. So at the end of the day, all these metrics just are giving you lots of impressions, likes, or just giving you the opportunities to connect with more amazing people and then do something, outside the platform together. That's the real key with building your brand is giving yourself the maximum amount of opportunities to develop amazing relationships to further your life and career.
Mm-hmm. So it's not just about the likes, not just about the followers. It's about what are the relationships, the one-on-one relationships that you really build after they commented or after they showed interest. It's more the discussions that happen on DM,
Right,
more
right. Yeah,
like
exactly.
that.
Yeah, all the real work happens outside the platform. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's the thing. So, just gobbling a lot of likes and impressions, if you don't actually use it to develop meaningful relationships, then you're just probably not getting everything you should out of the platform.
Mm-hmm. What would you say, John, are some of the challenges that you encounter as you were walking this journey?
The challenges is I think sometimes just stay motivated. It's hard to come up with like content all the time. So you just have to, I think you have to figure out what resonates with your audience and then learn to say that same message 1,000 different ways. That's what most great content creators do. You have to kind of figure out what content is resonating well with your audience, and then just repurpose that into kind of like, you know, similar messages, but always making it feel like fresh and new. So that's it. So you can do that a lot of different ways. You could have a written post, and then all of a sudden you could take that and also you could make a video of that. Yeah, it's I think that's the key, is just like staying motivated creatively. So that's probably the biggest challenge, and it's a lot of A/B testing too. You have to realize not every day is going to be some amazing post that everybody's going to fall in love with. So you have to take that feedback and then use that to improve your content. So it's a long game. Like I said, it's probably a 10-year thing.
How are you overcoming the lack of motivation at times? Or
Um, you know, I think some of it is just internal discipline and drive, but I think it's also, just going on there and having other creators support you. I think it's finding other creators that will support you and encourage you. So I think it's super important to find some other people that are also on the platform, develop those relationships, and really push each other to continue to just develop content and build community. So yeah, it's because I think there's a difference between community and audience. So just I think people that just have impressions, likes, lots of followers, but don't engage with anybody, then they have an audience. Whereas a community is, you're engaging with other people, you're developing relationships, you're really helping people, you're really invested in the process.
yeah, I've been on LinkedIn for about a year or so. So I had an account for 12 years, but
Right.
only about a year ago I started paying more attention to, posting and liking and commenting, creating a community. And I was so extremely surprised how, like, what amazing people can you find, and what connections, and what doors have been open that I didn't even know they exist, just as a result of being there, supporting other people's missions. Then they will reciprocate, and it's just it seems a very safe environment and nurturing. It people in That's my impression, that people are very like, hey, we're in this together, and this is something that I haven't seen on other platforms.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, no, I think people are a little more thoughtful. They actually come to really share knowledge, to help others. Yeah, it's not like Instagram where they just get a bunch of fire emojis when you post something. So it's people actually are a little more thoughtful with their comments and their posts. So yeah, it's a special platform, and you have the choice to build whatever community you want on LinkedIn. So I mean that's the other thing too. So it's you can unfollow people there, you can block them, whatever you want to do. You're in control there. So
What would be maybe one or two activities, if you hadn't done that, you wouldn't be here today?
oh, if I wasn't on LinkedIn, the goal. I don't even really think that like LinkedIn is like my ultimate end goal. It's crazy because I think at the end of the day, I there's still other things I want to do outside of LinkedIn. So I mean that's the problem. I think a lot of people think like this is what I do and like that's my full time job, or I'm just like my goal is never to be some LinkedIn influencer. It was just to create relationships to do the other things I want to do in my life. So I before I guess becoming like somewhat LinkedIn famous, I wrote a TV pilot and a screenplay. And I actually just recently got connected on LinkedIn through somebody just so randomly because I had spoken about this TV pilot I wrote. So we're he connected me to somebody who's actually taking a look at it and potentially helping us, which is crazy. You never think LinkedIn would help you potentially get a TV show made, but yeah. So that's one of those crazy things. And then I think down the road, I think I still want to do politics at some point. So I think this was kind of like a small way to test whether I could even build a community. So I want to take that and do something even bigger. So I think politics is somewhere in my future, maybe not in the next few years, but I would say definitely in the next decade. So
Ah, so in the back of your mind.
yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah, it's always been in my
We
mind.
definitely need support there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, for sure. It's always been in the back of my mind. I just didn't know when the right time to do it was, but I'm not getting any younger. Things seem to be getting worse when it comes to politics. So I think it's always good to probably have fresh energy, fresh ideas, fresh blood into the process. And it
Hmm.
seems like people would be very receptive to that. So
Yeah. And it seems like you also found a message that resonates with people. So that's so
yeah,
important.
that's fine. I
Like,
mean,
or
honestly, if I'm being fully transparent, I mean, NFTs, Web3, the thing that really excited me about that was not necessarily the technology. I don't really care that much about like technology per se. There's always new technologies, Web3, AI, whatever. It's always changing. But it was the fact that this technology could help creators that were struggling to pay their bills and basically better monetize their assets, whether that was a musician, an artist, whoever that may be. So that was the thing that resonated with me, was more about redistributing wealth from a bunch of big companies to more people in the population. And I think that'll even become more important as we talk about this new creator economy. Everybody's like, oh, the creator economy is the future, but how could it be the future when there's not really any business models in place right now for creators? There's no rights. There's a whole laundry list of issues with the creator economy that need to be resolved. If this is truly the future, we keep reading about layoffs and all that, and everybody's like, "Oh, build your personal brand and become a creator." That's great, but only 4% of creators make over 100,000. So there's like inherently there's a lot of issues with just saying like the future is a creator economy, because really at the end of the day, it's still just the big companies, the Metas, the TikToks, the Amazons, the Apples, they're the ones still benefiting from all this. It's not the creator. So that's a whole other conversation. And I mean, it's something we want to use our book about as sort of as a conversation starter, that the creator economy can't be the future unless there's certain things that are just rectified, because there are no rights right now or great business models for creators. There's a few companies doing some things, but it's not where it can be scalable yet to really resolve this kind of disconnect.
yeah, well, when I'm thinking about your message, I don't think necessarily about you talking about Web3 or NFTs and stuff. I see you're an inspirer. You're helping people, like you're inspiring them, sending a message for them to take a break from LinkedIn, to work on their personal stuff as well, post, how to post. So it seems like you are more of an encourager than just providing information about a specific topic.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think yeah, you have to simplify messages. I think the best leaders are the people that can simplify messaging, because the more complicated you get, the less people are going to be able to understand your messaging. So even on LinkedIn, I mean, most people don't post, most people don't comment. Most of the audience, probably English is not even their first language. So I mean, you have to really simplify things. You have to really keep,
Hmm.
most people don't even know how to really use LinkedIn. I mean, there's all, you have to simplify all this messaging. People are like, oh, you dumb down things. It's like, wow, you make things so simple. But the reality, that's is how you build kind of a community, and that's even how you build mass adoption for a product too. So, I mean, if you really look at ChatGPT, uh, that had crazy mass adoption because the onboarding was simple. You just basically gave them your Gmail, your email address, super easy process everybody's familiar with, and then you go into the Chat GPT prompt, and that looks just like a Google prompt. So it's just like, oh, you're like, everybody already knows that customer journey is super simple. So within 1 minute, everybody already knows exactly what to do. So I think that's what you even need to do with your messaging on LinkedIn or whatever it is in life. Simplify things, because that's just how the world works. So
One that myself included, and other people that I worked with as they're building communities, not just an audience on LinkedIn, there is this block of getting from comments, from likes to DM. And I was wondering, did you have that barrier? And if yes, or like what are some ways that one can overcome that barrier of the hesitation to start a conversation on DM?
Well, but again, it goes back to the comments. I think you should start with the comments and then before you go to DM. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
just goes straight for the DM. You have to like
Mm-hmm.
building a relationship takes time. It's like it's almost like it's that mindset of oh I just like I see somebody I like their post and all of a sudden I'm just gonna go straight to DM without even and ask them for something without even building a relationship. Engage with their
Mm-hmm.
content, give them likes constantly. A lot of the people I talk to on LinkedIn with the DMs, I mean, these are people I've been engaging with for years. Sorry, but
Mm-hmm.
it may take a year or
It
two to
takes
build a
time.
relationship. Sorry. Everybody just wants
Mm-hmm.
immediate satisfaction, but that's not the way life works.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. It's patience, hard work, consistency, being genuine, authentic. These are like core human traits. They'll serve you well.
Yeah.
They'll serve you well not only on LinkedIn but in life. So there you go. So
I feel
that's
like
it.
it
It's
goes
human.
back to give first.
Yeah, it's human psychology 101. Just like people are just like so greedy and like that. People do that all the time. Like I get people send DMs are like they just ask for stuff. I'm like, who are you? I'm like, I don't even know who you are. You've never engaged with like my post. I have no idea who you are. You're just asking for stuff. It's annoying. So I don't know. That's not the way I want to build relationships. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, other people can do whatever they want, but like I think at the end of the day, you have to just like again, like what I said, just be genuine, authentic, and be patient.
Yeah. For anyone that I know you already gave us so much insight, and I'm very thankful for that. But I'm wondering if someone is a new creator starting on LinkedIn, starting their creative journey, and you were to mentor them, what would be some of the things that you would tell them?
I'm telling you right now, like I mean, again, I don't work for this guy, and I have no financial interest, but I'm telling you, start with Justin Welsh's course. It's like I think his first LinkedIn course. Like here, wait, let me just pull this up because I just want to make sure that I'm referencing all his products correctly. But it's super reasonably priced, super impactful. It doesn't require a lot of time. I see so many people on LinkedIn trying to sell you these courses for thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's kind of gross, to be honest with you, because most of them are taking what Justin has done and literally slapping like a multiple of 20x on it or 40x. It's gross.
Mm,
So you can get his Grow and Monetize Your LinkedIn course, $97.
wow.
It's like 3 hours of videos, super impact. The ROI on everything I've done with Justin, easily 100x, maybe 1,000x, honestly, to be honest with you. It's insane. Uh, so that's his first course. And then, so yeah, so grow and monetize your LinkedIn. That's one of his courses. He's got, I think he's got what else does he have? He has his new course is the Creator MBA. And I believe he has a content creation class too, and I think that's like 100, 150. So, I mean, these are really, really reasonably priced, high
Yeah.
impact. Um, yeah, it's crazy. Like that's step one. Just that's where you need to start. You need to understand the basics before you get involved, and he breaks it all down. I would be disingenuous to say, oh, like so many people that take that and then try to put their own spin on it. There's no need to. He does it better than anybody, and that's how I learned. And I would advocate anybody to do the same thing. So that's it. You have to have the foundational elements to start to build. It's like a house. So you need the foundation before you build. So that's my best piece of advice. So, and again, I don't work for him. I'm not. I don't get paid for him.
Mm-hmm.
And none of this is a. I'm not trying to like sell a product. It's just like this is genuinely, I believe, the best resources out there for the price. It's a reasonable for it's affordable for basically everybody in the world that is serious about building their brand. It's like most people spend that more that on like than going to out to dinner. So it's not some crazy dollar amount. It's very, very affordable, very reasonable, high impact. love the guy, love what he done for me. I've been probably following his content, engaging with his courses for the last 4 years. So
Wonderful. And John, what is the current goal that you're working towards?
I mean, really, I want to get my TV show produced. That right now, that's my next goal. So we'll see what happens. So that's, yeah, my TV shows is massive, and then at some point politics. So I think those are the things. I'm building my own company as well, and then that I'm excited about that. But I don't really. I think at the end of the day, if you really said like, what do you want to do in the next few years? I really wanted to get this TV show made. I've been patient. It's taken. I think I wrote it like 7 years ago, and I feel like now things are starting to come together again. A LinkedIn connection connecting me to somebody who's willing to really step in and help introduce me to the right people. And I think the timing's right now in the market. So again, it's patience, like everything. Everybody
Yes.
is a 10-year overnight success. So that's my biggest piece of
Yeah.
advice. Everybody's a 10-year
Hmm.
overnight success. So if you really believe in your heart, in your gut, that this is your purpose on life, this is what you're supposed to do, stick with it. Just don't give up. People are so impatient. They just give up on everything so quickly. So I've just stayed in it. I've stayed in it. I've had these things. Some of these I had to put in the back pocket. It's all about like taking the opportunities in front of you, continue to build forward momentum, and then get the other things done. So yeah, the Web3 stuff, that was the immediate opportunity. I had the momentum there, but I just used that to keep moving my life forward, to develop more relationships. But I just, I had other things I still wanted to accomplish as I was going along this journey. So that's the thing too. You don't even like, that's why you have to talk to people. Like what you read on social media is only like one part of somebody's personality. I mean,
Hmm.
you can't read. You could post all day long, and I could kind of know you, but I don't really know you. So a lot of people are always just selectively posting what they want to as well and controlling the narrative. So yeah, that's my take.
I like as you were sharing all this new thing, all these things that you started, and now they start sprouting. I have this image of the bamboo seeds that you plant them, and then it takes years. I think if it's 5 years, you need to water them on a regular basis, and then when they start shooting, it's impressive. So it feels like you planted a lot of seeds. Can we know the topic of your TV show, or it's stealth mode? No,
No,
no
no,
pressure.
no, because I posted about it on LinkedIn. That's how I got connected to somebody. Because I posted about it a few different times. But I mean, the TV show is called Figuring It Out. It's kind of like a male version of Sex in the City. So it's about 40-year-old guys still trying to figure out their careers, their love lives, their finances. So it's yeah, it's kind of my baby. But I wrote it. When did I write it? 2017. I want to say 2017. So yeah, so I wrote it almost 7 years ago, and now it's the time we tried to sell it, like 2018 ish. Timing was right, not right. The market just was not. The studios weren't, and the networks really weren't buying content like that. And now, from what I understand, is Netflix and some other networks are really starting to buy more male-oriented type programming again. So it looks like this could be the time it happens. We'll see. So I mean, and obviously it doesn't. It's fine. I've already been drilled into the ground of with failure in terms of Hollywood. So I don't. I'm already used to it, but I will continue to push the idea forward, and I'm starting to get some momentum again. So we'll see. But yeah, that's my baby. I can see it in my head. I visualized this show for. I probably had the visualize. I probably visualized this show for 20 years. So it was just like 7 years ago that I actually put it to paper, and now hopefully we take it the next step and it actually gets produced. So, but I've had the idea in my head for 20 years.
Wonderful. Wow, and you have a lot of patience. Feels like a character trait of yours, like patience, like seeing them and not giving up, but not being discouraged either. Just moving along.
That's
I
life.
cannot.
That's life.
Yeah.
Forward momentum. You got to just forward momentum. Always be pushing things forward. Um, so yeah, that's the energy I try to bring to LinkedIn. Just don't give up. Keep fighting. Just we're all in this together. Just continue to encourage people to push forward whatever they're trying to do in life, and we'll get through this together. So.
John, I started a new tradition. The last guest recommends a book, and that they typically recommend to other people, and I would
Yeah.
send that book to the next guest. So, what
Oh,
would be a
wow.
book that you would recommend, and why?
I mean, I just published a book, right? So like, right. But I don't know. That's almost, that's kind of weird to, I mean, I guess it's not weird to promote my own book. You could send my book to future community. And I actually talk a lot about in the first chapter about kind of my backstory and kind of, all the struggles I went through before I got into the Web3 space and building your personal brand. So, I mean, that's obviously a great choice. Yeah, I think we'll, yeah. Aside from my book, I just started reading a book called Brand It Like Ryan Serhant, big real estate guy. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, but it's like his third book. So it's kind of running thin on material, but let's just keep it with the
Wonderful.
future community. Let's keep it with my
Yeah,
book, the future community. Yeah, why
let's
not?
do
We
it.
should we should plug
Exactly.
we should plug my own book, right? That's what we're supposed to
Exactly. And
do,
I
right?
asked for that. It wasn't a shameless plug. I asked for it.
Yeah, the future
Wonderful.
community with
Future
myself
community.
and then my co-founder of my new company and the co-host of my TV show as well, Justin Shankaro. So, and he's actually a
Wonderful.
co-producer and a co-writer on my TV show. So it's weird. That's the other great thing. We're all interconnected with all these different things we're doing as well. So, it may seem like I'm all over the place, but then no, I'm actually, all these things are all in the same family. My book, my company, my new TV show, my old TV show, all with Justin. So it's quite an amazing partnership. He's amazing. And I only met him like 3 years ago, and now we're best friends, business partners. So a lot can change in 3 years. It's crazy. And again, you just have
Yeah.
to open yourself to the possibility of meeting people.
Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. I think there is a lot of truth into that. All truth. So, John, what is the best way for people to follow you, contact you in case they want to
I
learn
mean,
more about you?
come on. You already know the answer to that.
But is there
Just
any
follow.
other way? So if you were like, if any person that listens to this recording, if you were to do a call to action for them, what would that be?
Call to action. I mean, I would say get on LinkedIn. If you're not there, start participating, engaging. If you have not started to build your personal brand, start to do it. It'll be hard at first, like everything, but you'll end up thanking me later.
Okay, wonderful. I thank you for your time. I honor you took this time to share your journey. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Cannot wait to hear the release of your TV show and interview you on how you walked that journey.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Thank you so much, John.
You're welcome.
I hope this episode gave you some inspiration for reaching your goals. If you found it useful, please hit the subscribe button. This will help me bring you more inspirational stories to support your own journey to point B. Thank you.